Good evening, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to your Yoga Every Hour evening flow. Tonight we're going to be doing a Vinyasa flow, which is all about connecting the breath to the movement. My name's Emma. If you haven't joined me before, then welcome. If you're returning, then welcome back. As always, just take the flow to your own level. If you need to take a break at any point, then please do so. So your two resting poses are going to be your child's pose and your downward facing dog. So from your tabletop position where your hands are under your wrists and your knees are under your hips, your child pose, you're just going to sink your hips backwards, rest the head to the mat. You can keep the arms out long or you can place it behind you. And then your downward facing dog again from your tabletop position. You're going to tuck your toes under and raise the hips to the sky. This is your other resting pose. And then, of course, any other pose that you might want to take. If you're feeling uncomfortable in any pose, then just come out of it. Come back into it. If you're feeling any pain or tension in any poses, then just be wary of that. I'm not going to play any music in the background, so if you would like to play your own music, then please feel free to do so. And let's get started. So we're going to start in a nice comfortable seat, so cross those legs if that's accessible to you today. And we're just going to start by slowing down the breath. So you can either just rest your hands on your knees, or maybe you want to bring one hand to your heart center, place the other hand on top of it. Or maybe you want to bring your hands together in prayer position, your Namaste Mudra, push those thumbs into the sternum. And wherever you are, just take a nice deep inhale and lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders backwards, draw the belly button in. And then as you exhale, close the eyes, bow the chin downwards towards the chest. And then just return to a normal breathing pattern, whatever that is for you today. And just begin to notice your breath. Notice how your breath feels. And just notice how you feel. Notice any tension that you're holding in your body. And just take a moment here to really bring yourself into the present moment. And just feel still on your mat. So leave the day so far behind you. Don't worry about anything that you have left to do. And then from here, take a nice deep inhale through the nose, feel the chest rise. And take a nice deep exhale, feeling that chest fall. And again, inhale this time, sending that breath to any areas of tension in the body. And exhale, release, letting that tension go. And again, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. And then just continue with that breathing pattern. And just take a moment here, maybe to set yourself an intention for your practice, for the rest of your week. And then if your mind starts to wander throughout the practice, just bring yourself back to that intention. Bring yourself back to your mat. And take one more nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, just melt the hands downwards towards your knees. And then as we inhale, you can keep the eyes closed or you can blink them open. We're going to look upwards, drop the head backwards. And then exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Keep that spine nice and long. Inhale, look up, drop the head back. Exhale, drop that head forwards. And again, inhale, drop the head backwards, look up. Exhale, drop that head forwards. And then from here, you're going to inhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the head backwards. And then exhale, bring the right ear back to the right shoulder. And drop the head forwards, half head rolls. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Drop that head backwards. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And drop the head forwards. And this time, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop that head backwards. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And drop the head forwards. And again, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop that head back. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And drop the head forwards. And then just hold here. You can either just stay here, or if you like, you can inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers, place the palms onto the back of your head, and just let those elbows drop downwards. So using the weight of the arms, the weight of the elbows dropping downwards, just to feel that stretch in the back of your neck. And if you've done that and it's too much, then you can always just release the hands and just let the weight of your head be enough. And just hold here, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, feeling any tension in your neck just melt away. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, release those hands back down to the knees, lift the head upwards. And we're just going to roll those shoulders backwards. And roll the shoulders forwards. Perfect. From here, inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, cactus those arms downwards. So bend the elbows, push the arms backwards, push the chest forwards. Maybe take the gaze slightly upwards. Pull all of the fingertips apart so feel the stretch in the palms of your hands. And then we're going to inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Lengthen the spine, bringing space into the body. Exhale, cactus arms. And one more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Perfect. This time, inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, open the chest, push the hands backwards, gaze upwards, push the chest forwards. And stay grounded through those sit bones, push the knees down. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, push up. Holding here, feeling the stretch in your shoulders, in your chest. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders backwards. And roll the shoulders forwards. Nice. Keeping your hands on your knees, we're going to inhale, look upwards, arch the spine. Exhale, bring the chin down to the chest, round through the spine, taking seated cat-cows here. Inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin comes to chest. And again, inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, chin comes to chest, round through the spine. And one more time, inhale, look up, arch through that spine. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. And then just come back to a neutral spine here. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Interlace the fingers, push those hands away. So bring them down in front of you. Round through that spine again, draw the chin to the chest, pull the belly button inwards as you push the hands outwards. So pushing your hands towards me, towards your screen. And feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades. Nice inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Exhale, release, melt those hands downwards. And this time we're going to inhale, raise the hands upwards. And then as you exhale, crossing those arms over your head, bringing the opposite palms to the elbows and pushing the shoulders backwards, pushing the chest forwards. Again, trying to push those knees downwards. Feel that stretch in your shoulders and your arms. Gaze forwards. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, release the arms, and we're going to take it over to the right hand side. So bringing the right hand to the mat, reaching the left fingertips over, keeping that left sit bone rounded, gaze upwards towards the left fingertips, push the left shoulder backwards, keep that chest nice and open, feel that stretch in the side of your body. Inhale here, And exhale. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, let's take it over to the left-hand side. So the left hand comes down to the mat. Reach up and over with those right fingertips. Push that right shoulder backwards. Keep that right sit bone grounded. Gaze upwards towards the right fingertips. Imagining you're in between two panes of glass here. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, bringing your palms to the mat in front of you. Gaze towards those fingertips. Nice inhale here. And then exhale, you're going to roll forwards onto your knees. So we're coming into our tabletop position. So our wrists are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips in our tabletop position. So from here, we're just going to tuck the toes under. And then we're just going to inhale, sink backwards onto those heels, stretching out through those toes. And then we're just going to walk the hands forwards and bring the forehead down to the mat. So just continue to push backwards onto those toes. So feeling the stretch in the toes, in the back of the feet. And reach forward, stretching out those arms. So maybe you just want to wiggle those feet around, making sure you get every toe. And inhale here, and then exhale, just walk those hands up towards your knees, and then just sit up onto your knees, so deepening that stretch in the back of your foot. Again, if you want to wiggle those toes from side to side, make sure you get all of them, and if this is too much, then just release the pose. Perfect. From here, inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, place those palms to the mat, and then just shift the knees to the outside of the mat. Untuck the toes and drop your hips downwards. Drop your sit bones downwards in between your legs. Nice. So feeling that stretch in your hips, maybe just here is enough for you. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can inhale, reach those hands to the sky. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. So just be careful of your hips here. If you've got tight hips, you might struggle with this. But we're trying to keep those sit bones grounded to the mat. So walk those fingertips forwards if you can. Maybe you come onto the forearms. Maybe you can get your forehead all the way down to the mat. But just wherever you are, feel that stretch in your hips. And just work into the pose. So with every exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Releasing any tension with each out breath. So just hold and breathe, inhale. And exhale. Nice, inhale one more time, exhale, walk those hands back to center, and then we're going to take it backwards, so bring the hands behind you. Maybe you want to stay here, that's enough, or you can sink backwards, coming down onto your forearms, and then maybe you want to lie all the way down. I'm not going to because there's a table in my way. I'll just rest my head on the table. And then wherever you are, wherever you get to, just stay here, so you don't want those hips to come off of the mat. Try and keep the knees down and hold to wherever you get to. Again, just breathing into the pose, releasing any tension with your out breath. So take a nice deep inhale, exhale, release, and again inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, just gently push yourself back up, so nice and slowly. Bring those hands in front of you, bring your hips off of the mat, and just walk yourself back into that tabletop position. So shake those hips from side to side if you need to. Perfect. So from here, we're going to take our thread the needle pose. So we're going to inhale, raise the right hand to the sky, gaze upwards. And then exhale, thread that arm through over to the left-hand side, resting the side of the head to the mat.
Feeling that twist. Your left hand can either stay where it is, or you can inhale, reach that hand to the sky, and exhale, bring that hand over to take hold of your right thigh. And then you're going to push your left shoulder backwards. So deepening that twist in your spine. And again, hold here. So we'll hold for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that left arm if you took it over. Push yourself back up into your tabletop. And we'll take the other side. Inhale, raise the left hand to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, thread that arm through to the right hand side. Rest the side of the head to the mat. And then with your right hand, you can either keep it where it is or inhale, raise that hand to the sky. Exhale, bring that arm up and over. Take hold of your left thigh. Push the right shoulder backwards, opening the chest to the side. Feeling that twist. And again, we'll hold for 5 nice deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, release the right hand to the mat and push yourself back up into your tabletop position. Shake those hips from side to side if that feels good. Nice. Take a nice deep inhale here, tuck the toes under, and then as you exhale, the hands and the feet are going to stay exactly where they are. You're going to lift the hips, raise them to the sky as we come into our first downward facing dog of the practice today. So you can do whatever feels good in your downward facing dog. So walk through the dog, bend one knee, bend the other, shake those hips from side to side, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Nice. And then maybe if you like, you can step the left foot to the middle and then just place the right leg over the top of the left and push down into that heel. So just to get more of a stretch through your left calf. So take that side first. Breathe here, or you can just carry on walking through your dog if that feels good. And then if you crossed one leg over the other, release the right leg. Move the left leg back to the left, step the right leg to the center, cross the left leg over the back of the right, push down with the right heel. Feel that stretch in your calf. Just gaze towards your belly button in your downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And then if you took that pose, just release back into your normal downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, gaze forwards here, bend those knees, and we're just going to walk our feet forward to the top of our mat. Exhale, take your standing forward fold here, bend those knees if you need to. And then we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, draw those hands together at heart center. So we're going to go into some sun salutation variations just to generate a little bit of heat. So let's inhale, raise the hands to the sky, look up, then backwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the mat, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, come into that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the right, step the left foot back, or jump back into your high plank. Bend those elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. So front of the feet are on the mat, palms of the hands, hips are lifted. Inhale, raise the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the right, step the left foot forward, or jump forward into your standing forward fold. Again, bend those knees if you need to. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, gaze upwards, take a slight back bend here. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards your mat, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the left, step the right foot back, or jump back into your high plank. Bend those elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog, hips are lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, step the left, step the right, or jump forwards into your standing forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky, gaze upwards, slight back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat. Inhale, take that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, your choice, step or jump back, high plank. Bend through the elbows, lower yourself down through chaturanga, or you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take that downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, you're going to drop the knees to the mat, sink the hips backwards, coming into your child's pose. So rest that forehead to the mat, reach those fingertips forwards. And then from here, we're just going to walk our hands around to the right hand side as far as you can. Feeling that stretch in the left side of your body, in your left arm, in your left lat there. And just hold here. So just breathing through this one. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, walk those hands back to center. Inhale here, and then exhale, walk those hands over to the left hand side. So reaching those fingertips as far around as you can. Feeling that stretch through the right side of your body, so through your right arm mainly. And hold here. Maybe with your exhale, you can walk the hands around a little bit further. Let's inhale one more time. Exhale, walk those hands back to center. Take a nice deep inhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend the knees, your choice, jump or step back to the top of your mats. Exhale into that standing forward fold. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, hands come together at heart center. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky, gaze upwards, slight back bend. Exhale, bring those hands behind you, interlace the fingers, push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale, push the hands away, fold forwards. So the crown of the head comes downwards towards the mat, and you're pushing those arms forwards towards the front of the mat. Hold here, feeling the stretch through the back of your legs, feeling the stretch in your arms and your shoulders. Nice inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, melt those hands down to the mat. And then as you inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling the shoulders as you get to the top. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, bring those hands down, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, take that halfway lift, look up, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step the right foot back, lower the right knee, untuck the toes, raise the hands to the sky, coming into our low lunge. So sink downwards into those hips. We want the left knee to be over the left ankle. And hold here. So from here, we're going to inhale, just release, come backwards a little bit. And then exhale, sink forwards. And again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink forwards. Inhale, push back.
And this time, exhale, push forwards. We hold. Inhale, exhale, cactus arms. So pushing downwards through those hips, pushing backwards with those arms, gaze upwards, open through the chest, through the heart. Sinking, melting downwards through the hips. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, bring the palms to the right side of your mat. And you're going to pivot around so you come onto your right heel. As we come into our Skandasana, or sort of like a side lunge. So you can be on the ball of your left foot, that's fine. Or if you can be flat-footed, then that's even better. I can't. And we're going to reach our right toes to the sky as we come onto the ball of that foot. So turn that foot so it's facing upwards. And from here, you can either keep those hands to the mat, or you can challenge your balance, bring the hands together at heart center. And maybe you want to reach those arms out long, gaze towards the right fingertips. Wherever you want to take it, challenge yourself. So just holding here, take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, straighten through the left leg, coming up to standing. And then we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, put a bend into the knees, cactus the arms. We come into our goddess pose. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up, straighten the legs. Exhale, squat down, bend the elbows. And 2 more times. Inhale, reach, lift. Exhale, squatting down, maybe a little bit further this time. Opening the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. And we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. From here, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bend into that right foot, that right knee. And we're going to come into our Skandasana on the other side. So twisting the left leg, so the toes point towards the sky, coming onto the heel. And you could be on the ball of your right foot or flat-footed. It depends on your flexibility and your hamstrings and your ankles. And you can either keep the hands to the mat again, challenge your balance by bringing those hands together at heart center. Maybe you can reach those arms out long, gaze towards the left fingertips. And just hold here, feeling that stretch in your hips. Point those toes to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, place the palms to the mat. From here, we're going to pivot around so that our left knee comes down to the mat. And we come onto our right foot, so we're grounded through our right foot this time. We're facing towards the back of our mats. And we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Coming into our low lunge on the other side. So again, like we did before, inhale, we're going to push back, ease out of the pose. And exhale, sink forwards down into the pose. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, sinking forward so that right knee comes over the right ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and hold. Inhale, reach upwards with the hands. Exhale, cactus those arms. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, place those palms to the mat. Lift the left toes. No, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Step the right foot back to meet the left in our high plank. And we're going to take a flow. So lower yourself down through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog.
Exhale, raise those hips to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. And then from here, we're going to inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot forward to the front of the mat. We're going to keep that right knee lifted, raise the hands to the sky as you come into a high lunge this time. So take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, draw the hands together at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, twist to your left hand side. So placing your right elbow onto your left thigh. Pushing downwards with those hands so they come together at heart center. Maybe you can take your gaze upwards towards the ceiling and try and keep that left knee over the left ankle. So a 90-degree bend in the leg. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release, come back to center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, pivot those toes. So both toes are pointing towards the left side of the mat. And we want to slightly pigeon toe those feet in. So toes point in, heels point outwards. Take a nice deep inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards that mat. As we come into our wide-legged forward fold. So in your wide-legged forward folds, you can walk your hands in between your feet. And the crown of your head wants to be pointing downwards towards the mat, so you don't want to be looking upwards. So look through the legs. Maybe you can get the crown of the head all the way down to the mat. And just hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, place those hands to your hips. Inhale, lift yourself upwards. Exhale here. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, bring those arms behind you, interlace the fingers, push the hands together. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Bring the crown of the head downwards, push the hands forwards. And hold here, inhale. And exhale. Nice, one more nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Inhale, raise those hands back towards the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards again, bring those palms to the mat, crown of the head faces downwards. This time we're going to walk the hands over to the right foot. The left hand comes to the right foot, and we inhale, reach the right hand to the sky, gaze upwards, push the right shoulder backwards, taking a twist. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release. Walk those hands back to center and walk those hands over to the left side. So the right hand comes to the left foot. Inhale, raise the left hand to the sky, look upwards, push the left shoulder backwards. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release back to center. Nice. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, hold on to your waist. Inhale, come back up to standing. Exhale here. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to pivot the right foot to the top of the mat. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot. Put a bend into that right knee as you come into your high lunge. Nice and strong through those legs. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, twist over to the right hand side. Bringing the left elbow to the right thigh, pushing downwards with the palms, trying to bring them together at heart center. Maybe you can challenge your balance, gaze upwards towards the ceiling. Hold here, keeping that right knee over the right ankle. Strong in those legs. Take a nice deep inhale one more time. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, place the palms to the mat. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. And exhale in that standing forward fold. Nice. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, hands come together at heart center. Perfect. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Look up, take a slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive forwards. Standing forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up, lengthen that spine. And as you exhale, step or jump back into your high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. So we're just going to do a little bit of core work. So we're going to inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, come onto the ball of the right foot. Bring the knee through to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee comes to right elbow. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, knee comes to the nose where we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, raise the leg to the sky. Exhale, drop that foot back down to your downward facing dog. And the other side, inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. Exhale, come onto the ball of the left foot, round the knee through to the nose. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose where we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, raise that leg to the sky. Exhale, place that foot back down to the mat. Drop those knees to the mat. Come into your tabletop position. And then we're going to walk those hands forwards, coming into our puppy pose. So melt that chest downwards towards the mat. Keep the hips lifted. Maybe the forehead comes down. And then if you want to increase that stretch, you can come onto your fingertips. So cup the hands. And feel that stretch through your arms, through your chest. Just hold here, inhale. And exhale. Just melting into the pose with each out breath. And then giving yourself a moment, if your mind has wandered, just bring it back. Remember your intention. Remember why you're here. And take one more nice deep inhale. As you exhale, walk those hands backwards, come into your tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, raise the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale, and this time we're going to exhale, roll forward through to plank. Inhale, lift the hips to the sky. Exhale, roll forward through to plank. Inhale, raise the hips to the sky. Exhale, roll forward through to plank where we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to slowly lower ourselves down for 5, all the way down to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way onto our stomachs. Nice. So from here, you want to take your right arm out long beside you. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll over onto your right hand side. So the left foot comes to the outside of the right leg. And you're going to feel that stretch through your hips as you push your left knee backwards and through your right shoulder. And then with your left hand, you can either keep it where it is, or you can inhale, raise that hand to the sky. And exhale, try and place that hand underneath your waist. So pushing that left shoulder backwards, opening that chest, feeling that stretch in your right shoulder. So maybe you can walk the hand a little bit further up. A deeper stretch. So closer to the top of your mat. And push that left knee backwards, opening those hips. We'll just hold here for a few breaths, appreciating this stretch. Just getting comfortable in this pose. Take one more nice deep inhale here. Exhale, roll forward back onto your stomach. And then we're going to take the other side. So take that left hand out beside you, nice and long. And then we're going to roll over onto our left side, taking the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Pushing that right knee backwards. And then with our right hand, we can keep it where it is. Or we can inhale, raise it to the sky. Exhale, drop it underneath the waist. Push the right shoulder backwards. Hold here and breathe. So again, maybe you can walk those left fingertips closer to the top of your mat, deepen the stretch. Really push that right knee backwards. Really push that right shoulder backwards, open the chest. And just hold here for a few breaths, melting into the pose. And take one more nice deep inhale. And exhale, let's roll forwards back onto our stomachs. And then we're just going to bring the hands as wide as the mat next to our chest. Take a nice deep inhale, keep the elbows tucked inwards. Exhale, push upwards, coming into either a baby cobra. Keep those elbows bent. Or maybe you can extend the arms out fully, gaze upwards. So if the hips have come off of the mat, just put a slight bend back into those elbows. And just hold here, drop those shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push yourself backwards onto your knees. Walk your hands back. And then we're just going to swing our legs around to the front of our mats. So we're going to take those legs out nice and long, point those toes to the sky. And then from here, we're just going to put a little bend into the right knee or a big bend into the right knee. Place the sole of the foot to the floor, and we're going to take a twist. So place your right hand behind you. Inhale, raise the left fingertips to the sky. And then as you exhale, twist to the right hand side. So you're either going to hug that right knee inwards, or you can bring the arm to the outside of the leg. Wherever you are, gazing over that right shoulder, keep the left toes pointed upwards. Draw the belly button inwards, lengthen the spine, open the chest. Imagining a puppet string on the crown of your head pulling you upwards as you stay grounded through your mat, through your sit bones. Nice. Maybe with your exhale, you can take it a little bit further. Gazing towards the back of the mat. Remembering to point the toes to the sky. Take one more nice deep inhale, exhale, release. Drop that right knee out to the right hand side. Bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the left leg. Keep the hips square to the front of the mat, the chest square to the front of the mat. And then we're going to inhale, raise the hands upwards. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards those left toes. Bend that left knee if you need to. And just hold here. So maybe you want to bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg. And if you push into the leg with that hand, you'll feel the stretch in the side of your body. And again, with every exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper into the pose.
Feeling any tension melt away with each out breath. Just take one more nice deep inhale and exhale, release. Take that right leg out long. And we're going to swap sides, so put a bend into that left knee, bring the sole of the foot to the mat. We're going to take our left hand behind us. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, twist to the left. So you're either going to hug that left knee in or bring the right arm to the outside of the left leg. Gaze over the left shoulder. And again, keeping that belly button pulled in towards the spine. The spine is long. The chest is open. Crown of the head is being pulled upwards. So create space in your body, so we don't want to hunch or round into the pose. You want to always be thinking about creating space, creating length. Don't forget to point those right toes to the sky. Engage the core. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you can take the twist a little bit further. And take one more nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. Take the left knee out to the left side, bringing the sole of the foot to the inside of the right leg, squaring off the hips to the front of the mat. Keep those right toes pointed to the sky. Inhale, reach upwards. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, gaze towards the toes. And again, if you want, bringing that left hand to the outside of the right leg. Bend that knee if you need to. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. So initially, the body goes to wherever it can go to. And then we use our breath to take it a little bit further. So as you inhale, creating space in the body, and then as you exhale, sinking into that space that you've just created. Let's take one more nice deep inhale, and exhale, come back to center. Bring that right leg inwards, so cross those legs back over. And then from here, we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, just melt those hands downwards. And again, inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And like we did at the beginning, exhale, bring the right palm to the mat, reach over with the left fingertips. Keep the left sit bone grounded, gaze towards the left fingertips. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, take the left hand over to the left side, reaching over with the right fingertips. Pushing that right shoulder backwards, keeping the right sit bone grounded. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, melt those hands downwards. And then just roll the shoulders backwards, rest the hands on the knees. And roll the shoulders forwards. And then just take a few little head rolls, nice gentle big head rolls, being careful of the neck. Nice slow movements. So take the head in one direction, and take the head in the other direction. And then just come back to center. As you inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, melt those hands downwards. And one more nice big stretch. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Palms come together, arms are beside the ears. Push backwards, open the chest. Exhale, melt those hands down to your heart center. Bow the chin downwards with them. And close the eyes. Push the thumbs into the heart center, into the sternum. Feel all that energy that you've created in between the palms of your hands. Sending it inwards through your heart. And just return to a normal breathing pattern here. Bring your attention back to your breath. And just allow yourself to notice how you feel. Bring your mind back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Take a nice big inhale and a nice releasing exhale. And one more time, take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, lift the head and blink the eyes open. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all again